If someone walked up to you today and asked you who your next of kin was, you would definitely have an answer to that. Could be your parents, your sibling, or even your friend. Now, if someone asked you why you were being asked for a next of kin, to provide a next of kin, your answer would most likely be, in case something happened to me, the person will know how to go about handling it. Could be money, could be a property, or whatever means of transaction such a transaction is asking you to provide a next of kin for. Now, in this video, I am going to be explaining what legally it means to be someone's next of kin, the effects, the reasons, and the liabilities, if any, and representation, if any, you would have if you are someone's next of kin. So if you are interested in knowing what these things are, you definitely want to keep on watching. Now, reading from a case, I'm going to be writing it somewhere in the screen. In the case of Joseph versus Fajemilehi, OO and another, 2012 LPELR, that's a Court of Appeal report. I'm going to be writing it somewhere on the screen so you can easily Google it. So the court held that the definition of a next of kin is a person that has been described as the nearest blood relative of a person. A person that has been described as the nearest blood relative of a person. Now, another definition is someone who is needed in case of an accident or activities which will involve that person to be notified or to make certain decisions for the person in question. Now, that is obviously what we know a next of kin to be: someone to be contacted in case there's an emergency, someone to be contacted just in case there's any eventuality, positive, negative, and you're not there to answer to certain things. We all know that that is the definition of a next of kin. I realize that most Nigerians think that a next of kin is someone that would inherit your properties in case you passed away, someone that will handle your money at the bank in case you died, or anywhere that it is required of you to put a next of kin's name in any transaction whatsoever. You are right and you are wrong to an extent, in the sense that in other jurisdictions, in certain other jurisdictions, this is very possible. Someone's next of kin can inherit certain properties or certain possessions that were left behind concerning a transaction. If I go to open a bank account and I indicate that someone is my next of kin, that person could handle my financial matters in the states where I am gone, so in the states when I am dead. But in Nigeria, it is not so. Someone's next of kin in a particular transaction has no thing to do with if the person is going to inherit such a thing or not. It just means merely that the person will most likely be notified if in the eventuality that your death occurs. It doesn't mean that they will benefit everything that you've left behind in life. So then, who takes over the earthly possessions of a person when such a person is deceased? Now, I need to tell you that wills prepared by persons are superior to wherever it is that you wrote someone as your next of kin. If you have a will, however it is written in your will is how your possessions will be delivered to other people, other beneficiaries at the event of your death. If you put someone as your next of kin in your bank account and you never listed the person as a beneficiary in your will, the person will not receive anything from your possessions. You understand? And in the event that you died without a will, that is, you died intestate, that's what it's called, intestate, dying intestate, the law will take over the distribution of your possessions to whomsoever the law deems as your benefactor. Now, don't get me wrong. The law is not just going to get someone and just impose your possessions on, leaving your family to suffer. No, there is a list, a progressive list that the law usually follows, usually starting from your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings, that kind of progression. Okay, so the law takes over if you died without a will, and then the will takes over if you died with a will already prepared. If the next of kin is not contained in your will, the next of kin will not benefit from whatever possessions are going to be shared to the benefactors of a certain will. So in summary of everything I'm saying, if you fix someone as your next of kin in a particular transaction, mortgage, opening of a bank account, whatever it may be, it just means that that person is like your emergency contact. I'm talking of our jurisdiction in Nigeria here. The person is more like an emergency contact. It does not necessarily mean that such a person is going to benefit from such a transaction. It does not mean that whatever happens, they are going to bestow your possessions on the person's name that was fixed there. In other words, if you are thinking that whoever's name it is in your bank account or whatever transaction is the person that's going to take over whatever possessions you've left there, you're wrong. Prepare your will today. Prepare your will today so that things will be shared according to how you want it to be shared after you have died. Get a lawyer to prepare these things for you, and please don't try to do things on your own. Get a lawyer to prepare these things for you, because there are other things that are salient when you are preparing a will. So I hope to have answered any of your questions. If you had any, do continue watching my video. I really want to appreciate everyone that has subscribed to my channel so far and so far has left a comment. I am grateful. Thank you so much. And please, if you have any questions for me concerning what I just made this video about, do ask me in the comment section. I'm willing to make an entire video just to answer your question. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.